All right, so let's talk about the John Cena of it all. I'm Victoria Waco, Mrs. New York American 2024, and huge pro wrestling fan. We are here to talk about the results and the things that happened on Raw last night, live from London, England. So the show opens up. One, can I just say, the fact that they did back-to-back nights here and that crowd was so hot still last night, amazing, just amazing. This tour has just been about the loudest crowds everywhere. Fabulous. So we open up with John Cena, and it's interesting, and like John still gets cheers, right? And I think it's because we're in like a we love to hate him kind of phase, right? So he did his promo. He didn't even get anything really out. Cody comes out. They go back and forth in what I would say was probably the best, like, dueling promos of this feud so far. There were a lot of Easter eggs. If you know, you know about Cody and AEW. There was, shots taken about a lot of different things. About, of course, like, John Cena really not having more than like 6 wrestling moves that he knows and does. Anyways, it was just really, really cool to hear those. And it was a lot of like, oh, moments throughout it. Of course, it ends with Cody laying John Cena flat on his butt in the middle of the ring. It was fabulous. It felt so good to see as someone who's like a huge Cody fan. And we also got our first, finally, mention of The Rock in all of this, because as good as their promos have been the last few weeks explaining this, like, The Rock's never mentioned. Like, The Rock, like, why was The Rock even involved in any of this? So he was finally mentioned. Still don't have an answer, though. So that was very interesting. Great way to start the show. With that, we had a tag team match. It was really fun to see New Czech Republic back together. It's been like 9 months, right, since they've been together. I'm looking at my notes, but good match. Don't really know where it's leading storyline wise, but it was fun. I'll give them that. We have another tag team back. What are they going to do with all these tag teams? I don't know. SmackDown's doing something Raw. Come on, let's get something going. I did love the War Raiders coming out at the end and like holding up the belts. And my husband was so funny because he looked at like the War Raiders next to New Day. He's like, oh, like there's no chance. Like War Raiders are going to kill them. But you never know. It is pro wrestling. With that, we had a couple other really interesting things. I wanted to talk about the match. The promo between Logan Paul and AJ Styles. I really liked this. Again, some Easter eggs. I thought it was really good. I forgot, like, AJ's great on the mic, and so I think this is a nice little like back and forth. I also think Styles, no pun intended, they're a good match for each other, and I think it'll be a really good match at WrestleMania, because it's clear that that is what they're building to. I can't believe we're 19 days away from WrestleMania and we're still adding matches to this card. A little cray-cray. With that, we had a segment all about the contract shining at SmackDown. We all know that was like amazing. I talked about that already. And then, of course, we had Rhea Bloody Ripley and Io Sky with the special guest referee, Bianca Belair. And we knew there was going to be shenanigans going into this match. I will talk about Penta too, but I wanted to get to this because I think it was a great match. I think they did great back and forth. My one complaint about this match is what, like, Bianca got hit fine, like that, like, I get the whole idea of the finish, but like, how many times have we seen this happen and then another ref comes running out? Where was the other ref? That's just my one hole in the whole thing. I get why they did it. Like, I'm playing along. But again, we still don't know how Rhea Ripley is getting to WrestleMania. And I'm starting to feel like the story might be that she's not on WrestleMania. That she misses WrestleMania this year, and like very much like a redemption arc, takes her a full year to get back there. I find that very hard to believe, but I'm still very confused about how we're getting to Rhea Ripley in a match at WrestleMania right now. So if you have really creative ideas, let me know. Oops. Okay, with that, there are two final things we have to talk about from Raw. First one, the Penta match, the tag team match. It was cute. It was good. Curious to see where they're going with it. I still really feel like Judgment Day just needs to break up. I'm like over it, personally. That's me though. All right, but then the big thing of the night, Jimmy and Jey Uso and Gunther. Wow. I mean, to be fair, I love Rhea Ripley. To me, this was the thing that stole the show last night. Personally, you can totally disagree with me. Let me know why I'm wrong in the comments. But, like, we knew the match was going to be the match. But then, Jey coming out. I mean, the handcuffs, the blood, the, like, they just took this match, and here is my big complaint about this match of Jey versus Gunther at WrestleMania. Because we had already had it at Saturday night's main event. Why are we doing this again so soon? Happy for Jey, like, should be one of those big spots, but come on. And now you're bringing in the brother, and now with blood and, like, the mental torture Jey is going through because of Gunther. I mean, can Gunther be any bigger of a heel than what he did last night with having Jey's brother bloody, beaten, choking him? I mean, I just thought it was a masterclass at how to, one, give Gunther a lot of heat, and two, anyone who is still saying, like, why are we seeing this match? Like, we want Jey to win, even if, like, to win the title, but to, like, avenge his brother, to, like, do all the things. Like, come on. I was just extremely. I thought that was very unexpected. When they brought him up and he had blood, when he had color, I was like, and then how much? Like, did Jimmy take, like, a baby aspirin, or did they just keep pouring more on it? Like, I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen that amount of blood on TV. Not, like, we've seen some good one-time pay-per-view, but on TV, someone help me when the last time we saw something like that on a Raw or a SmackDown. Yeah. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I thought that was the moment that stole the show. Very confused how we're getting Rhea to WrestleMania in this current climate. I think John Cena and Cody did what they needed to do to keep the story going for the next 19 days until WrestleMania. And yeah, and I come on, Raw, like you got something cooking with tag team, so let's make it happen for me. Okay. And I think that Judgment Day should go away. Personally, I'm just kind of over them. All right. Also, one last thing, if you guys can help me with this, watching Carlito last night, when's the last time Carlito has actually wrestled on TV or on a match without, like, just a run in it or something for Judgment Day? Because I can't remember. All right, that was my last question for you all. Let's talk in the comments. Let's get it going. WrestleMania will be here in 18 days or less, depending on when you're watching this. I'm very excited about it. I hope you are too. Let's talk soon, and I'll see you all back with my next random thoughts on SmackDown on Saturday morning.